From time to time, as an employee of this department store, you might notice someone carefully looking around, waiting for other customers and employees to look in another direction, and slipping something into their coat, purse, handbag, or pocket. If you see this happen, the first thing you need to do is mind your own f***ing business. Maybe you haven't heard of the golden rule. No snitching. You're not paid to be a security.
See, this is the part of the video where we go from like implicitly maybe endorsing shoplifting to explicitly endorsing shoplifting.
Yeah, okay. Of course.
You'll notice a sudden tone shift in the video here.
Yeah.
Security guard, and you're getting a raise for catching shoplifters like you're some Wild West bounty hunter. The corporation does not care about you. More importantly, you are not defending your community by snitching on a shoplifter because
you're not defending your community, who will end up having to pay more money, lose tax revenue, and will have a almost immeasurable decline in quality of life by crime increasing. But you're not helping your community by stopping shoplifting.
Just mind your own fucking business. Why you got to be so soy, Sitch? Jeez. Let them do their shoplifting. Come on.
Listen, living in a shithole
is fun.
Living in a shithole is based, okay? Living in a nice community is soy, all right?
Of course.
Because your community does not own the department store. The store is owned primarily by a wealthy family that you will never meet and partially by stockholders who will never in their wildest dreams even contemplate caring about your life, no matter how many boots you lick.
See, there you go.
I mean, I have some stock, and I wouldn't, I wouldn't encourage you to go be a bootlicker.
There you go. Listen, yeah, there you go. If you care about shoplifting, then you're just a disgusting, dirty bootlicker. If you want to follow the rules of society and not be a fucking thief, well, then you're just licking boots. It's just owned by billionaires and stockholders that you don't know, that you'll never meet. It's okay. It's somebody else.
If someone in your community did own the department store, it is still a privately owned business that does not share its wealth with the community in any meaningful way.
Okay, let's go back. I want you to really hear what he just said.
These are laid off, catching. Now, the department did own them partially by stockholders who will never in their wildest dreams even contemplate caring about your life, no matter how many boots you lick. Even if someone in your community did own the department store, it is still a privately owned business that does not share its wealth with the community in any meaningful way. That's just not how it works. Now,
So there you go. Even if you know the owner of the store, even if you know old Johnny, who's been, busting his butt to open his bodega, his grocery store, to buy his franchise, of the chain or whatever it is. Fuck that guy. It's private. It's all capital. It's all private capitalism. He's not sharing his profits with the community. I mean, sure, the community benefits because it has a store in which they can buy, goods from.
Goods and services, yeah.
Right. And that having, profitable businesses in an area brings in more business, which brings in more money, which hires more people, which raises the standard of living of everyone around it. But, he's not providing any benefit to the community whatsoever. So fuck that guy.
He literally is, though, because all sales tax goes to fund cops and local parks and shit.
No, Adam, you don't understand. I am a brain-dead leftist socialist anarchist.
Oh, yeah, defund the police.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I fucked up. Yeah, nobody wants to pay for cops. Never mind.
I don't understand things like the cost of business or the more, vague benefits of businesses being open in areas, like people being able to buy shit. All I understand is that the guy who owns the store, who's making money, is not literally running around like the Joker in the first Batman movie on a parade float, throwing fucking wads of cash at people in the streets. So therefore, he must not be giving back to the fucking community, and therefore shoplifting is okay. Because I'm a dumb fucks like leftist idiot named Renegade Cuck.
This is the height of stupidity here. I can't
This
believe
is-
this has
yeah.
this video has like 300,000 views.
I know, it's insane. No. This one, no, you're confused. This one has 125,000.
Oh, okay. It's the
The
other
other
one
one
that
has
has 300.
Yeah, still pretty bad. Still bad.
125,000 views is just
I know.
insane.
Why are we not? Why is he not? Why is the store owner not
Does
running
he-
through the
how-
streets, just throwing money at people with
How are
with the
you-
shooting out of a cannon?
How do you not know that the sales tax is what pays for literally what pays for the local community?
It's they always complain about school and education, and they're like, these poor neighborhoods, they always have underfunded schools. Well, you know why they have underfunded schools? Because schools are paid for by the tax revenue generated in the area.
By property tax, yeah.
Yeah, and so if you're going to lower the standard of living in the area by
Or
having
lower the value of
shoplifting,
property.
yes,
Yeah,
you're going to lower the value of property.
You're
And
gonna
guess
lower,
what?
You're going to lower the amount of money the schools bring in. Yeah.
Yes.
This guy's such a dipshit. This is the thing. They really do not understand anything about how society functions. Just the basics. They think you show up at work and like, how do you live in just this dream world where you don't understand how anything works?
No, I know. I
mean, it's like serious mental retardation.
Well, have you ever seen Lego Batman?
I saw the first Lego movie. I think I saw parts of Lego Batman, but not really.
There's a part. First of all, Lego Batman
consecutively.
is amazing.
I
Okay,
should
so
see
you
it.
see
Yeah.
You should see it, yeah. I think it's on Netflix. Or
I have no
HBO Max or
time for
something.
movies.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
There's a part where Batman visits the orphanage, and he has like a gun. It's like the product gun that shoots the children, and when it hits them, they just like are wearing Batman apparel.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
And so it's like, this guy is so dumb. He's like, well, the store owner is not driving around, the city with his gun that just shoots wads of cash and food and money at the community. So therefore, he's providing no tangible benefit to the community. So therefore, it's okay. Just steal from him. Just totally steal from this guy.
This video came out before the guy who got canceled for making the TikTok about all the shitty little corner markets in New York, which I've lived in New York, and it is kind of dispiriting if you come from a place where you're used to shopping at a giant grocery store where they basically have anything you could ever want and then some. New York just has these little tiny markets that the selection sucks. And they never have exactly what you want. It's
Right.
It's lame. It's totally lame. So do you know what I'm talking about? This guy made a TikTok video.
I know
it.
the TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never shopped at a grocery store in New York, so I've only
Yeah.
been there as a tourist, so I'm unfamiliar with that experience.
So it is.
but-
I mean, you can get any kind of alcohol you want, but if you want some specific type of cereal, I remember going around going, listen, all I want is sugar corn pops. That's all I want.
You mean
I'd have
corn
to-
pops?
Yeah, corn pops.
Yeah.
Sugar corn pops.
They're called corn pops. They're not called sugar.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I used to eat
Anyway,
them all the time. Unless there's some other thing that you're talking
those are
about.
so delicious with half and half. Oh my God. Yeah, no, it's but I mean that plays into the topic here because
Oh wait, you've dated yourself.
Mhm.
They used to be called sugar pops like a million years ago, and then
But
they
they took
changed
the
it to
sugar
corn
off.
pops.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess because sugar probably like they're like, oh, corn is healthier than sugar, right?
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah. What's it? High
You couldn't
fructose
find
corn
pop. Yeah,
high
that's
fructose corn pops.
there you go. That's what they should really call it. I can't believe you couldn't find corn pops in New York. That seems like that'd be such like a standard thing.
And you'd get you pull down the box and there'd be like a blanket of dust along the top of the box, like it had been there for 6 months.
Nobody wants corn pops. Okay.
I was listening to some other video and the guy was talking about how New York is one of the greenest cities in the US, and I was thinking New York, just walking around New York for the day, you'd go home and blow your nose, and there'd be like charcoal in the Kleenex.
Yeah, well, because it's from all the exhaust, probably.
Yeah, I was going Green City. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah.
Hey, Aiden for $5. Thank you, Aiden. Says, for proof that there's no shoplifting problem in bodegas, just look at how many owners are not behind several inches of bulletproof glass. There you go. That's a great point.
There are plenty of areas in Los Angeles where it's all locally owned businesses. So,
yeah,
but they're usually in nicer neighborhoods,
right? But you go in any, not even like a super bad area, but you go and like start to go into the somewhat, sketchier areas, and like every store you go into is like the big bulletproof glass. Especially if you go to like a gas store or a small bodega or some small shop like that. It's ridiculous. But listen, shoplifting's not a problem.
The department store might employ people in your community, but since losses from shoplifting will never be the actual reason that employees are laid off, catching shoplifters is not defending your community or your fellow coworkers. A corporation does not hire someone to help them. A corporation hires someone to exploit them for labor so they can produce remarkably more value for the corporation than they are paid by the corporation.
I just, like, this is where I'm full fuck you. Like, I just, not every single job is exploitation. I mean, I would argue that we're working more towards automating away jobs that nobody wants to do.
Right.
Which this is so fucking...
Well, that 2.7% profit margin that CVS makes, that's the exploitation.
Oh, yeah.
Right there. Because he thinks any amount of profit that's made,
retail is the lowest.
Is evil.
According to his theory, yeah.
Right, is evil.
This is crazy, though, because where you have high profit margins, all the employees make bank, which obviously the employees want to work places. Like, this is why so many people are moving into healthcare, working in healthcare, because you make bank working in healthcare.
Right.
Yeah. So
that's true. You want, higher profit margins means that they can pay their employees more money.
Yeah.
Right. Because this is why they're so idiots, because paying your employees, they always forget, paying your employees is a cost.
Yeah.
Okay. So if they have, at the end of the day, if they're going to have a 2.7% profit margin, there's not a lot of room for them to give, big raises to everybody.
Yeah. So stupid. Commies are the dumbest people.
That's capitalism, baby.
And all they do is like, oh, capitalism. Don't you hate paying for things? Capitalism sucks. Can you imagine living in a place, though, where you didn't have options to purchase things? I feel like that's more hell on earth.
Listen, Adam, I should be able to walk into any store and work there at the lowest, being a janitor or being a sales clerk or something. And I should immediately get a stake in that shop, including the money,
right. Just
like
from
a share.
In.
Yeah, by just walking in, I should immediately get a stake in the shop just by walking in, and also a stake in deciding what the business does from that day forward, just by walking into the fucking store.
Nah. You stay out of my store. You look like a shoplifter to me.
And nobody needs to feel grateful for being exploited. Defending capitalism is not the same as defending your community. Nobody benefits from catching shoplifters in department stores and grocery stores except people who are already rich. And
it's just
this guy,
it's mind-numbing.
He's so dumb. I take it back. This guy is actually a low intelligence idiot. Like, he really thinks that stores just eat the cost of shoplifting and they don't pass it on to customers, to us.
He thinks shoplifting is how you get at rich people. He literally thinks you're Robin Hood, like you're going in there and just stealing from the billionaire.
Right.
Yeah.
He's a moron.
Yeah.
It doesn't even benefit them that much due to the microscopic percentage of shoplifting losses. It only hurts the poor. That's it. We will always have more in common with a shoplifter than we will ever have in common with a billionaire.
Yeah. Get that, guys? You have so much in common with a shoplifter.
Right. There you go.
You're practically a shoplifter yourselves.
Yeah. Good job. Good job, guys.
Don't you feel great about yourself?
Yeah.
You could be shoplifting too. Why are you here listening to us? Just go steal some shit from the store.
I cannot believe this video does not violate the TOS
I
for
know.
advocating for illegal behavior. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah. Paying for things is not really that bad. I really don't mind doing it.
Solidarity is with the people, and a corporation is not a person. A corporation is a series of transactions masquerading as a personality through mascots and given a false tangibility through brick-and-mortar stores. Stop snitching to your boss.
See, there you go. Since a corporation is actually, I like that the socialist communist guy here, who's all about like people coming together to work,
Yeah.
or for some greater
yeah.
goal. You know, he hates corporations, which are literally people coming together to,
Right.
you know.
It's an institution. That's why I don't
Right,
like his
right.
framing of it either. It's like
Yeah.
you don't value institutions. I mean, institutions are that's so important to what we've created as a society.
Well, and also he just said like 30 seconds before this that it's okay to steal from stores which are not corporations, which are owned by individual people anyway, because, you know, it's still a private business, Adam.
Yeah. Dumb.